One of the biggest mistakes people generally make, and I'm guilty of it too, is wishful thinking. You want something to be true, even if it isn't true. And so you ignore the things that, you ignore the real truth because of what you want to be true. I think when I was, 5 or 6 or something, I thought I was insane because it was clear that other people did not, their mind wasn't exploding with ideas.
What was your biggest failure and how did it change you?
Well, there's a ton of failures along the way, that's for sure. As I said, for SpaceX, first 3 launches failed. And we actually were just barely able to scrape together enough parts and money to do the 4th launch. If that 4th launch had failed, we would have been dead. So multiple failures along the way. I tried very hard to get the right expertise in for SpaceX. I tried hard to find a great chief engineer for the rocket, but the good chief engineers wouldn't join, and the bad ones, well, there was no point in hiring them. So I ended up being chief engineer of the rocket. So if I could have found somebody better, then we would have maybe had less than 3 failures.
People who've been in the rocketry business for decades, who say about you that you don't know what you don't know. But when critics say you can't do this, your answer to them is,
we've done it.
You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here, and I think that would change their mind.
Did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or truly incapacitated.
Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in, 80 to 100 hour weeks every week. But all those things improve the odds of success. I mean, if other people are putting in 40-hour work weeks and you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, then even if you're doing the same thing, you know that you will achieve in 4 months what it takes them 10 years to achieve.
In 2008 was brutal. 2008, we had the 3rd consecutive failure of the Falcon 1 rocket for SpaceX. Tesla almost went bankrupt. We closed our financing round 6 p.m. Christmas Eve, 2008. It was the last hour of the last day that it was possible. We would have gone bankrupt 2 days after Christmas. And I got divorced. That was rough. SpaceX is alive by the skin of its teeth, so is Tesla. If things had just gone a little bit the other way, both companies would be dead. And like one of the most difficult choices I've ever faced in life was in 2008. I think I had maybe $30 million left, $30 or $40 million left in 2008. I had 2 choices. I could put it all into one company and then the other company would definitely die, or split it between the 2 companies. And if I split it between the 2 companies, both might die. When you put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, building something, it's like a child. And so, which one? I'll let one start today. I know myself through it, so but just pick one of the 2. Unfortunately,
like, there have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Like, why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? And if we're not out there, if the future's not included being out there among the stars, and being a multi-planet species, I find that it's incredibly depressing if that's not the future that we're going to have. But there are a lot of negative things in the world. There's a lot of terrible things that are happening
all over the world, all the time. There are lots of problems that need to get solved. There's lots of things that are miserable and kind of get you down. But that life cannot just be about solving one miserable problem after another. That can't be the only thing. There need to be things that inspire you, that make you glad to wake up in the morning and be part of humanity. That's why we did this. This guy called Tsiolkovsky, one of the early Russian rocket scientists, the great saying, "Earth is the cradle of humanity. You cannot stay in the cradle forever." It is time to go forth, become a star-faring civilization, be out there among the stars, expand the scope and scale of human consciousness. I find that incredibly exciting. That makes me glad to be alive. I hope you feel the same way.